Fresh Start Budgeting. This is a look back at what happened in July. I'm actually pretty late in showing you this, and I was going to skip right over it and just jump into August, but I do want to keep myself accountable, and I do want to be able to show the change over time that is happening. And so I'm just going to go ahead and walk you through these different pieces. What I do in my wrap up is I kind of go back and I categorize things into very broad categories of debt, savings, needs, and wants, and then take a look at where those spendings are. If we go back to when I started, I had an initial goal that I would be doing 50% to needs, 30% to debt and saving, and 20% to wants. The biggest goal for me was getting to 30% to debt and savings. And so you can see that things have changed a little bit since then. But I'm just going to walk you through some of these things. So if we take a look, my income, I did have an additional income this month with a special payment of $1,547. So that's definitely changed kind of the breakdown of what I was able to spend. But you know, it set me on a good path, I think, this month. So my total income for the month was $8,947. For debts, the total amount that was spent there was $2,566. Savings, I would have liked there to be a little bit more balance between the debts and savings, but savings was $644. And this is really short-term, very short-term savings for me right now. There's not a lot that's going into long-term savings, and this doesn't include the retirement savings that happens automatically at my work. Okay, when we take a look at needs, my needs came out to $2,938. So that's inclusive of any kind of grocery I've included under this category, utilities, transportation, the things I need to buy for my pets. This is all pet food. It's not like toys and stuff like that. I might do that a little bit differently. Was $2,938. Wants, I probably put more in the wants category than should actually be there, because what I had to spend for my kids includes like dental procedures, and my significant other includes his medical marijuana, which is, you know, could be a need, but also would like to see it cut down a little bit. So the total there was $2,800. So when I went back and I did the percentages of these different things, so to debt we did 28.7%, to savings 7.2%, needs was 32.8%, and the wants was 31.3%. So I just wanted to kind of show that then in kind of a more visual format for myself. So I just made a very sad looking bar graph here. So each line indicating 1,000, and I wasn't very scientific in demonstrating the actuals on here, but really roughly we're talking a third to each one of these things. So a little bit more in the wants than I would like, but again, I think some of it could be categorized as need. And debt and savings, I did get over that 30% goal this week. Or this month. I just worry that was that all because of the extra income? Would I have been able to do the same kind of split if I didn't have that extra income? So I guess that's what we'll see in this coming month. So I'm just gonna put this here. We had savings, of, and that's 7.2%. We had debt at 28.7%. We had needs at 32.8%, and the wants at 31.3%. Yeah, I think the difference between the needs and wants is not as significant for me. It's going to be how much we're actually putting towards that debt and savings, and I do really want to get to where that's consistently at least 30%, and then the rest can be divided up however it needs to be divided up. Another thing that we were really working on this month was doing a food overhaul in terms of my food budget. If we go back to this here, I did a pretty in-depth breakdown of kind of what the food budget has been over the past 4 months, and had that first goal of getting under $1,000. When I initially put this in, I had successfully done that. I was really pretty pleased that that's what had happened. But in the last couple days of the period, I actually went over this. So I'm kind of bummed because I was so close. But the kids ended up doing a little grocery shop and not paying quite close attention. I mean, in the great scheme of things, it doesn't much matter, but okay, wouldn't it be nice if I could do this? Because I just want to cover that up and put the actual amount. Yeah, so they had gotten some food in the last couple days that I needed to add into the budget, and it took us a little bit over, unfortunately. So, but not over by much. So I had been at $917.35. We actually ended the month at $1,018. So we were $18 over. But to see the difference between where we were a few months ago to July, I'm okay with that. And we also had that extra payment, so we could have very easily excused going over and been okay with it. So that's kind of the last piece to what I wanted to categorize out for July. Okay, so I will be doing some other videos. I'm going to get back on track. I was on vacation the last week and I really just disconnected from everything, including this. So I'm just getting myself back in track, and we'll be sharing with those with you soon. I really appreciate all the kind comments and recent subscriptions with my debt confession, and I look forward to continuing on with this. I'm happy with the payments I've been able to put to debt this month, and I'm going to keep working at chipping it away. Thanks so much, guys.